So
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
Drishti Singla and I'm from Cook and Chef and we have taken an initiative कि हम successful chefs की story अपने audience तक पहुंचाए. So welcome sir.
My pleasure, ma'am. It's
Thank you
nice
so
meeting
much
you
for
and
joining.
your company.
So sir
So
अपने
I know
introduction.
I'll be grateful if I could help the future generation, and if somebody could benefit from the our experience and that what we gone through. So I'll be grateful if some I can help somebody. It's perfect.
Thank you so much. So sir, would you just give your introduction to our audience?
Myself Tamoghna and Tamoghna chakraborty. I belongs to the city of Joy, Kolkata. I started my career in the year 2002. So I passed out my 12th in 2001, and then I was in a dilemma like what to do next. As you know, that Indian parents, they will always choose engineering or medical. And if people think like these are the two things, if you are engineer or medical, then only your career can be brighter, so called. So in that time, I choose hotel management. I choose hotel management because, to be honest, that my marks was not so great, and I was not at all interested in study much. So and I belong to a very middle class family, to be honest. And then for a middle class family, you was always feel crazy about the five-star hotel, the five-star operation, the luxury part of it. And then I thought then learning a hotel management course, I'll be in a part of luxury. However, my understanding was completely different because I was thinking that time that will be a immediately will be a manager and will be a lavish life. But to be honest, the industry one the five-star hotel people see from the front side. When you see from the back side, you will see there's a lot of hard work and a lot of pain involved. But it's I got completed 17 years and I feel good that I did become an engineer. And I always say, because as you mentioned that this is for the students, that you should be very proud, you should be very happy to join the hotel industry, because our industry is much better than engineering. There are a lot of creativity. It is not that monotonous job. You are not sitting next to a computer and you're only typing some data. So it is every day a lot of action needed, lot of energy needed, lot of enthusiasm and innovation needed to it, because every day the food is the same. So for 20 years back also people used to eat the same food what people are eating today, but how you make it little innovative, little different is the challenge. And most importantly, how you will be little different, you make yourself little differentiate than others is another challenge, your competitors. So that time I did not think so much. I was just thinking one thing, that India last past 30 years, we all know that India is suffering from unemployment. Lot of people will say that I have done graduation, I have done masters, and still I don't get a job. When people say I don't get a job, very specifically people mention that the government job or that engineer, medical, so called white collar job. But hotel industry is such an industry, tourism industry is such an industry which will never stop. It's an industry which will always grow. When people will have money, people will go for a tour. It could be a medical tour, it could be a pilgrimage tour, it will be a same like normal tour. It will be all, and the industry will never stop. And to
True.
work with such an industry, your career will never stop. Even Corona time, I always give an example. Even Corona time, you have flights coming from different place to different place to bring the people back. So industry is on. Yeah, you have your Swiggy and Zomato. People are bored. You understand. People doesn't have money. Lot of people lose their job. Lot of people working with half salary. But you cannot resist yourself from eating food.
Honestly,
And in Corona time also, people order a lot of food from Swiggy, Zomato, because we have the data. I know how many people will order. So this industry is such a lovely industry which will never stop, and you can grow yourself to sky with this industry. And that's how I joined hotel industry. I am a pass out of ISM Goa. Goa is such a lovely place, and I am lucky that I got to in ISM Goa. So I passed out in 2005, and then I started my career with Leela Palace Goa. I was selected as trainee chef de party, so it is like a 2 years program, and you become chef de party. Successfully completion of that, you will become chef de party. Then I moved to Taj Fisherman's Cove, Chennai. You know, complete a different part of India. I was in south western part, and I moved to eastern part of India, and I worked few months over there, and then I got a job in Four Seasons Mumbai. It was in the year 2008, and it was pre-opening. First time Four Seasons was coming to India, you know, finest chain of hotel. I got the job there. I worked for 3 years and then moved to Grand Hyatt Goa. So I was there promoted as banquet chef, sous chef in banquet. From there I moved to Leela Palace, Chennai. Then I moved to ITC Park, Sheraton. I was a coffee shop chef. From there I moved to again Bombay. So my journey is like a triangle from Bombay, Goa to Chennai to Bombay, again Goa, again Chennai, again
So
Bombay back.
you have worked across the country.
Yes, and then got here, I got the job of an executive chef.
पैशन
So
इस इंडस्ट्री में आने का बचपन से यही पैशन था या फिर क्या हुआ ऐसा?
मैम बचपन से तो पैसा नहीं था, जैसे मैं आपको बोला कि यू नो आई आई ऑलवेज थिंक जो स्टूडेंट्स का सबसे टफेस्ट पार्ट होता है क्लास 10th एंड फ्रॉम 11th 12th टिल द टाइम यू आर इन क्लास 10 somehow you are like under control of your parents. But 11, 12, you know, so you come to that age of that proper teenager, and your brain get distracted with multiple things. तो उस जगह पे अपना स्टडी को मेंटेन करना और पढ़ाई करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है। सबसे टिपिकल फेज होता है किसी के लाइफ के लिए अपने आप को होल्ड करना। एंड देन क्या होता है, कॉमन थिंकिंग इज अगर आपका 12th का एग्जामिनेशन अच्छा नहीं हुआ तो योर करियर इज लाइक गॉन। तो डॉक्टर इंजीनियर जैसा आपको मैं पहले भी बोला, सो इन दैट पॉइंट आई वाज थिंकिंग दैट आई हैव टू डू समथिंग डिफरेंट, because with this engineering and medical is not going to happen. You cannot keep on sitting for government exam every year, and you till the time you cross 25, you keep on sitting in exam. And you know, government exam in India, like there will be 36 seat, and all India will apply for that. So, which is like easiest option is hotel industry. That is what I thought. Then I will say this way, ki, you know, I find kitchen is much suitable for me because when I joined the industry, there is four subjects. You have housekeeping, you have front office, you have F&B service, and you have production. Now, housekeeping is very tough job, cleaning the rooms and all. In my language, it is like more of a women job. I should not say that, but that is what I feel. Front office, I didn't meant for front office. For front office, you have to be tall, or you know, long and handsome. I am neither tall, long, and handsome. So F&B service and kitchen was the two options. And I will say ki I was not passionate about cooking, but I always feel that cooking is something which is connected with art. There are a lot of art involved there in terms of plating, in terms of new recipe. So, and that suits me. You know, I can spend 12 hours in this, 12 hours, 14 hours in this. I don't get bored. But if I have to do other three jobs, probably I might get bored. You know, sitting on a computer and just typing data, this is not my cup of tea. So that's how I choose this, you know, to come to kitchen. And luckily, you know, by God blessing, I got the job, and then the career started.
दैट्स रियली ग्रेट सर। मतलब कुकिंग की जॉब और ये शेफ इंडस्ट्री जो है बहुत डिफिकल्ट जॉब है। इज दैट राइट?
Man, difficult hai for first 6 to 8 years. If you can, you know, if you see, like you are doing for the hotel management students, so if you see, in my batch there was around 160 students. So from each item there are 150, 180 students are passing. But if you see, after 8 years there will be not even 10% who are stuck to the industry because it is tough. But if you can continue that phase, then I believe it's a lavish life. It's a fantastic life.
मतलब जैसे आपको भी डिफिकल्ट लगी होगी, ऑफ कोर्स यू वर आल्सो स्टूडेंट एट दैट टाइम, है ना? तो आपने कभी सोचा कि मैं इस फील्ड को चेंज कर दूं बिकॉज़ इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, वेरी
मैम
हार्ड
मैम
वर्क?
एक सीधा सा एग्जांपल मैं आपको बोलता हूँ। जैसे जब आप बाइक राइड करना सीखते हो, ठीक है, तो एक दो बार आप बाइक से जरूर गिरोगे। यू नो, हम लोग बोलते हैं कि बाइक से गिरना है और आपका खून निकलना ही है। बट उस मोमेंट पे अगर आप बाइक राइड करना बंद कर दोगे तो आप वो कभी नहीं सीख पाओगे। और उस मोमेंट में आप सोचते हो कि मैं बाइक नहीं चलाऊंगा, इस बेटर मैं कार में ट्रेवल करूंगा। तो बाइक राइड का जो मजा है वो कार में नहीं है, वो बाइक राइड में ही है। तो सेम वो होते, जो पहला 6 इयर्स इंडस्ट्री का है वो बहुत टफ है, क्योंकि आप नहीं जानते हो उतना अच्छा, आपका हाथ उतना अच्छे से सेट नहीं होते, एंड लिटिल मोनोटोनस, बिकॉज हम लोग बहुत टाइम पे हमारा जो जूनियर लेवल वो समझते नहीं द बिगर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट, that the business will come, and then all these things is connected together. So initial, I will say 6 years is very very tough. Yes, it is very very tough. It is like regular 12 to 14 hours, and on your birthday probably you are working and somebody threw you. On New Year, when everybody is celebrating New Year, you are on your toes. you know those things is there for past 6 years. But again, if you minutely look into it, how many people are actually celebrate New Year? If you minutely look into it, only 20% of people who celebrate New Year. A doctor does not spend New Year, he's on his work. A police doesn't enjoy New Year, he's on his work. Everybody will be drunk and drive, he has to control that. So most of the people, whenever you are in a sensible position, you are not enjoying New Year. So all these things, if you see in India, we have probably 20 different festivals to celebrate. But ideally, you celebrate only 2 or 3 festivals. The rest all festival is created for a business purpose. 20, 30 years back, there's nothing called Valentine's Day, because Archie's and Hallmark has to sell their cards, and New Year is not enough for their business, so they create Valentine's Day. Then they extend it another 6 days, Rose Day, Chocolate Day, this day, that day, just to make the business. You cannot get with the flow. So all these things, if you calculate that past 6 years, yes, it is tough because you are young blood, you are more interested to, yeah, I earn my first money, I'm earning my salary, I will enjoy. Probably that you will miss. But after 6 years, 7 years, see, I always believe that uh, it is very important to reach your goal. Uh, and that way, if you see a good engineer, like whoever going for engineering, okay, everybody doesn't become successful. 10% of 20% of them is earning more than 2 lakhs in a month. So that way, even in hotel industry, 10 or 20% people are earning more than 2 lakhs in a month. So they are at par with the engineer. Without that big degree, they are competing them in market, and you are a successful person. What else you need? And moreover, you are living a luxury life. You are 20, in your workplace, you are in a luxury hotel. Or when you move from one hotel to another hotel, you also enjoy the luxury. We do for the staff, or when there are multiple days, many hotels have the offer like 10 days free stay in the hotel. Many hotel, Hyatt does that, Marriott does that, Four Seasons does that, 10 days around the globe you can stay in five-star hotel. How many other profession will give you that? So it's a fantastic industry. Despite of the fact is 6 to 8 years you have to struggle hard to justify yourself, to prove yourself in market.
तो सर आपने इस पाथ में पूरे पाथ में बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस फेस करे होंगे, तो आप बताना चाहोगे कौन से चैलेंजेस आपने फेस करे कि फ्रेशर्स को भी पता चले रियल वर्ल्ड के बारे में।
Uh, Challenges at first, I will say, like, okay, there is an occasion when I was in one of the hotel, and I was working in a quite good position, and then there's a banquet of 500 people, and I forgot to order the dessert. We don't have a halwai, and we used to bring halwai from a separate company. And one of the dessert, one rasgulla or something, I forgot to order. Then I did the mistake, and I realized it when the lunch started that I forgot to order the rasgulla. So we have a guy for a different function. He came for an evening function to make jalebi. So I said, do one thing, brother, you go and stand in the counter and start making jalebi. So I made the guess. Now I cannot say that I forgot to order rasgulla. So what I told him, sir, the last moment I thought jalebi would be better option because it's lunch time and rasgulla is heavy. It was a conference going on, and you're after eating so much of food, and then they will have the rasagulla, they will feel sleepy. He said, yes, yes, I never thought of it. Actually, I forgot it. तो मैं बोला, सर मैं आपका रसगुल्ला में इवनिंग में कर दिया, इवनिंग में आपका गाला डिनर है, उसमें रसगुल्ला बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, सब लोग खाएंगे, एंजॉय करेंगे. So that is how somehow I survived, and immediately I placed the order, make the rasagulla get done in the evening. So those mistakes happen. There will be days, ma'am, when you will make your base food, but guests will complain. And in our industry, we always say guests are always right. So the food is correct. There's no mistake, but the guest is complaining. Here, I will say the most difficult part is to keep yourself calm and listen to the guest. In five circle, क्या होता है? When you are spending so much of money, you feel that you are royal, and you demand that you demand that people will give me attention, and a lot of people are there for attention seekers. So being a hotelier, you have to play with their ego, you have to play, psychologically play with their brain. So you are correct, but that the guest is showing off. What you can do, you can just say sorry, and you put the ball on his game, sorry, ball on his court. So you ask them like, sir, I understand, completely understand that you are right. Something is wrong. If you could mention what is wrong, we can rectify ourselves. And you will see the guests don't have the answer. कि मुझे पता है सर, आप सही बोल रहे हो, कुछ तो गलत है, बट क्या गलत है अगर हम बताएंगे तो हम अपना अपना इम्प्रूव करेंगे. एंड फिर क्या हो जाता है, गेस्ट भी थोड़ा नम हो जाता है. नो, आई थिंक समथिंग इज मिसिंग. Then he also know that he was bluffing, and he was in a position he got caught. So those things always happen.
Of course. So it's very hardworking. You need patience for this job.
Yes, ma'am.
तो सर एक मतलब सेंसिटिव सा क्वेश्चन है कि अभी तक हमें लगता है कि शेफ इंडस्ट्री में इनको इतनी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं मिलती जितनी मिलनी चाहिए. डू यू फील दैट थिंग?
मैम, इतनी रेस्पेक्ट नहीं मिलता है सच, मैं वो नहीं बोलूंगा. बस मुझे ये बोलना है कि सी हाउ यू विल जस्टिफाई रेस्पेक्ट, व्हाट इज रेस्पेक्ट एज पर यू. वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमको आइडेंटिफाई करने की मेरे लिए रेस्पेक्ट क्या है. एज अ शेफ आपको रेस्पेक्ट नहीं मिलता मीन्स यू आर मेकिंग द फूड एंड द गेस्ट इज हैप्पी. द गेस्ट आपको स्कोर दे रहा है कि 4.9 आउट ऑफ 5 और 5 आउट ऑफ 5. दैट इज योर सेटिस्फेक्शन, दैट इज योर रेस्पेक्ट. More than that, what actually people are sad of, see, in the world is like that. जो आपका जो टीवी में दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि द बिगेस्ट टेररिस्ट, दैट कसाब, जो बॉम्बे बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट में था. उसको इतने बार उसको इतने बार टीवी में दिखाया गया कि एक्चुअली वो भी सेलिब्रिटी बन गया. And news channel, and our dumb news channel, I will use that word intentionally, our dumb news channel is covering that. What is Kasab lunch today? What he ate? What is his statement about this? So this is media. You cannot expect that media will come to you and you will be famous. It is your inner happiness. I have made the food. I have made 90 dishes. All 90 dishes were perfect. इसके बाद आपको अगर वो मीडिया मिलता है तो यू आर लकी एनफ, यू गॉट द मीडिया. बट यू कैनॉट से कि मुझे उतना रेस्पेक्ट नहीं मिलता बिकॉज मुझे मीडिया में नहीं दिखाता है. 10 लोग मेरे पास नहीं आता है सिग्नेचर लेने के लिए, वो 4-5 लोगों की तरह साथ ही होता है. वो 4-5 लोगों के साथ ही होता है. आप उसको नहीं बोल सकते कि उसमें मेरा रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है एज सच. अभी जैसे जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैम, अभी जिसने कोई बड़ा ब्रिज बनाया, जिसने बॉम्बे वर्ली सीलिंग बनाया, ऑफ कोर्स ही इज अ फैंटास्टिक इंजीनियर. बहुत बड़ा इंजीनियर है जो बॉम्बे वर्ली सीलिंग बनाया समुद्र के ऊपर 6 किलोमीटर लॉन्ग. बट हाउ मेनी पीपल नो हिज नेम? उसके नाम कौन जानते हैं? उसको कौन सा अवार्ड दिया गया, उसका कौन सा टीवी शो किया गया? मीडिया इज डिफरेंट. मीडिया वो करता है जो पब्लिक को चाहिए, जो पब्लिक पसंद करता है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? पीपल लाइक टू हियर द न्यूज. कहीं पे अगर मर्डर हुआ ना, हम लोग इमीडिएटली पूछते हैं कैसे 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 मर्डर हुआ, अच्छा हाथ पैर बांध के मारा, अच्छा गला काट के मारा. वी आर इंटरेस्टेड टू हियर दैट रूथनेस. एंड मीडिया इज ऑल्सो प्लेइंग विथ आवर साइकोलॉजी. तो मीडिया वही चीज कवर करते हैं जो आप देखना चाहते हैं. आप जो चीज में गूगल में सर्च करेंगे, आप फेसबुक करते वक्त उसी चीज का आपको ऐड आएगा. करेक्ट. तो मीडिया आपको कवर कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है, उसमें आप अपने आप को जज नहीं कर सकते हो कि आप अच्छा शेफ हो कि नहीं हो. आपका जज होना चाहिए आपका सेटिस्फेक्शन. आप अगर satisfied हो, and I feel that, for example, very honestly I am saying, ma'am, if I have to judge myself out of 100, I will give myself maximum 59. What I mean to say, not even 60%. 60% is your first division mark. I will not give myself. So there is many things to learn. There are many things to do. So if you personally believe that you have achieved that, so you got the respect. Apart from that, जो respect की लोग बात करते हैं वो है टीवी में. विराट कोहली 0 पे भी आउट हुआ तो भी उसका फैन फॉलोअर्स रहता है. विराट कोहली 2 रन पे भी आउट हुआ तो भी उसको 10 ये मिलता है, एडवर्टाइज मिलता है. यू कैन नॉट ट्राई दैट हाई विराट कोहली प्लेइंग क्रिकेट एंड आई एम मेकिंग फूड, आई एम नॉट दैट मच फेमस. दैट इज हिज डेस्टिनी. करेक्ट. इंडिया इंडिया में कम से कम 20-30 वैरायटी का गेम्स है. बाकी क्रिकेट छोड़ के बाकी कितने प्लेयर्स का नाम कोई जानते हैं लोग? नहीं जानते, क्योंकि हम सिर्फ क्रिकेट देखते हैं. हम सिर्फ क्रिकेट देखते हैं, इसीलिए आपका टीवी चैनल में आपका 6 और 6 7 अगर स्पोर्ट्स चैनल है, उसमें 5 चैनल में सिर्फ क्रिकेट दिखाते हैं. आप अगर अमेरिका में जाओगे, प्रोबेबली उनके टीवी चैनल में सबसे ज्यादा रग्बी दिखाता है या सबसे ज्यादा बेस बास्केटबॉल दिखाता है, क्योंकि वहां का लोग वो देखना पसंद करते हैं. अब उस जो दिखाता है टीवी में उस चीज का वैल्यू हाई हो जाता है. तो आई मीन सेम गोज फॉर मूवी एक्टर्स. Same goes for movie actors. I know about some actors. I mean, I just have data, so I don't want to take the. So for a movie, they say like 80 crores they charge. 80 crores, and that person will acting only for 50 days. More than 50 days per extra days, that guy will take 2 crores. On top of that, that guy will take 70% of the total sale or something like that. बट उसके इतना कुछ करने के बाद वो मूवी फ्लॉप होता है ना, फिर वो सेलिब्रिटी है. सेलिब्रिटी वर्ड मतलब जो टीवी में दिखाता है वो सेलिब्रिटी है. So, as a person, you should not judge yourself on that scale. You should judge yourself on your target. Like for example, ma'am, in Leela Goa, I have a chef. Chef Johnson, Christopher Johnson. And for if I could be like him, I will feel that I got enough respect.
Oh,
I don't need any person to write a essay on me or write a TV on me. If I get that, of course I will be happy. Who doesn't want that? But I will not wait for that to justify my skill. I know where I am standing. I know my in industry who are the best. Okay, there is one more chef chef in Leela Palace. There is Chef Makhwana. When he was there, Leela Chennai used to be a different altogether. Entire city knows about him as a chef. So that is your pride, that is your respect, isn't it, मैम? हम लोग एक्चुअली जिस चीज के पीछे भागते हैं, हम लोग नहीं सोचते कि उसका कोई ऐसा अस्तित्व ही नहीं है. अभी अभी फॉर एग्जांपल, मुझे पूरे दिन में टाइम नहीं मिलता टीवी देखने का. तो मुझे मेरे लिए ये मैटर ही नहीं करता कौन सा मूवी रिलीज कर रहे और कौन सा गाना फेमस हुआ. Because for me, movie is for my entertainment. I am paying for it. I'm spending my $1,000 for my 3 hours entertainment. I'm very choosy on that. If I don't get that entertainment, for me that hero is no value. No matter what people talk about it.
true. I agree with
Correct.
you. सर, इट्स टाइम फॉर रैपिड फायर राउंड. तो इसमें मैं आपसे क्विक क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगी और आपने क्विक आंसर्स देने हैं. राइट? सो आर यू रेडी
Okay.
फॉर दैट?
Little tough.
नो, इट्स It's not tough. It's not tough. So first question is, do you think are you successful?
No,
Why?
no, I'm not. I'm. I will be successful that day. I will be an executive chef in probably in some luxury collection and in a much bigger property where I have to do much more to it. And to be honest, if I reach there, then I will target for something more. Success is completely on your thinking where you want to achieve and what I want to achieve. I am bit behind that.
Okay. So second question is, आप इन दोनों में से क्या चूज करोगे? Better equipments या फिर helper?
Helper,
Helper. Okay. आपका कोई favorite dish या कोई भी cuisine?
butter chicken, garlic naan.
Okay. आपने कभी सोचा आप खुद का कोई रेस्टोरेंट, कोई आउटलेट ओपन करोगे?
Many times, almost every day.
ओके, अगर आप ओपन करोगे उसका क्या नाम रखोगे या फिर उसकी क्या स्पेशलिटी होगी, किस cuisine में होगा वो?
नाम तो मैम नहीं सोचा, बस स्पेशलिटी होगा कि आई वांट टू एज यू सेड कि थोड़ा फेमस होना या जो भी बोला. आई ऑलवेज फील लाइक शेफ्स आर बिहाइंड एंड guest doesn't know the chef. When guests read the menu, they don't know what is going on in chef's mind, why he created that dish. So there is a
ओके.
communication gap. Every time waiter don't get the time or the opportunity to explain the thing. So if I have to make a restaurant, I will do it more probably this way. Everything on your in front of you, and you choose how you want to have it. And the only one condition, you have to wait for it. Making food is not like a coffee machine where you just press the machine and coffee comes out. You have
True.
to give the time to get the best food.
Okay. So your biggest achievement till now?
Um, Achievement, I will say probably being an executive chef of the hotel.
ओके. 5 years के बाद अपने आप को कहाँ देखते हो, सेम फील्ड में या फिर दूसरी?
5 years के बाद मैं इसी यूनिफॉर्म में अपने आप को देखना चाहता हूँ. ओके, because my goal is different. I don't want to be GM. I don't want to be corporate heads. Don't want to be area manager. I want to be a finest executive chef. So I want to see myself in same in uniform, but probably in some different level.
ओके, द हायर लेवल, राइट?
Higher level in the sense in a much more luxury collection, a bigger organization, an international chain like that. I don't want more than that in life.
ओके. ओके, तो आपका फ्यूचर का क्या गोल है?
Man,
योर फ्यूचर गोल?
future goal.
या.
Future goal, as I said, ma'am, to work for a luxury collection which much more bigger operation. That's it.
ओके. तो सर, लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, बहुत सारे फ्रेशर स्टूडेंट्स इस फील्ड में आना चाहते हैं, राइट? होटल मैनेजमेंट में, शेफ में, कुकिंग इंडस्ट्री में. तब उनको क्या गाइडेंस देना चाहोगे, उनको क्या बोलना चाहोगे, अपने एक्सपीरियंस के थ्रू?
Two, three very important things, ma'am. In our industry, communication is very, very vital. So, English communication, you don't have to be a master in English, but you should be able to communicate fluently in English because unfortunately, the industry judge you on that part first. So when you are clearing an interview, you are doing a hotel management school, and then some companies coming for campusing, they actually see your skills and your interest, your all the things later. The first screening round is group discussion or personal round, and which is completely communication skill. So it is very important to acquire that communication skill because hotel industry as such study is not so difficult. But the difficult part is communication, I feel. And if you have a good communication skill, you can be successful after that in hotel because finally you are managing human. Your food, your rooms, everything. Finally you are managing humans. If your communication is good, you can manage any human. Second important part, I will say, ki clear your basics. When I started hotel management in 2002, we don't have that much access to internet. We don't go and Google everything. So Google give us a lot of benefit. You know, anything and everything you can check in Google. But uh, simultaneously, what happening for a junior chef, for a young star, they feel like food is like photography. You have to, I'm talking about the kitchen. You have to understand that photography is photography, food is food. You know, when they come for trials, they are so specific about the presentation part, but that their meat remains uncooked, or maybe there's a lack of seasoning, there's a lack of cooking because they're more focused on color combination, plating. But when we do food photography, those are not food. Those are only photography. But for a junior, it is difficult to understand that there is a difference between food and photography, and they run behind photography because they in Google they see that fine dining food, Michelin star food, and they try to copy. But it is much more important to clear your basics. Much more important to clear your basics because any cuisine you can do the innovation, you can do the final presentation, you can do the garnishing, but the important part is finally guest is going to taste it. If it is taste perfect, 90% of the job done. So this is my, and the third what I we started talking about. The third part is what I was speaking before also with you. The industry is fantastic. There is lot of growth. There is lot of money. There is lot of luxury in future. But the difficult part is 6 to 8 years. Stick to the industry, focusing on your goal. This three part is very important. You get a good job, and then you thought, okay, done. I did hotel management. I get a good job, and this is my lavish time. And there only the conflict started. So you get a job. You know, ma'am, in hotel management, what we learn in college and what we see in hotel is complete two different things. When you are in college and you do some good practical and your teacher is praising you, you feel like, oh, I know everything. But actual industry is completely different, much more vast. So that getting a job, first job in your life is just a door. Don't be very excited that you cross the door. It's just you are entering. So
True.
be very focused and work for 6 to 8 years. You will achieve your goal in 10 to 12 years. It's not a big deal. But
Of
that three, I'll suggest that clearing your basics, stick to the industry 6 to 8 years. Don't leave the company so fast. We call learning cycle. One learning cycle takes around 3 to 4 years. So when you say I am a continental chef, continental cook, it will take minimum of 3 to 4 years. But when you work in a hotel and you are day to day life serving the menu, you are thinking, I know the job, it is my time to, I should get a promotion, I should get an increment. If I'm not getting promotion, not getting increment, I will jump to another hotel. Without realizing the fact that you are learning only one menu. Like that, you should have at least 5 to 6 menus you should know there. You should face the challenges. You should face the odd situations. So only after 3 to 4 years, your one learning circle get completed. So if somebody wants to be an executive chef, he should know at least 3 to 4 cuisine. And other 3 to 4 cuisine, he should have a basic knowledge. Minimum 3 to 4 cuisine is must. So that knowledge itself will take 6 to 9 years. So there is no point of jumping very fast. Nowadays people join in a hotel and they work for 1 year and they feel bored. They join to another company, work for 1.5 years, join to cruise. Correct. So what is happening? First 3 months actually you don't know anything. You are learning the what is the style of that hotel. You are learning how they serve and all. So 3 months finish. Next 6 months you are just started performing, and after 9 months you are searching for job. So your learning will never get completed, and you will get stuck on upper level. Lower level, every hotel has many vacancies. But upper level, for a restaurant, there is one restaurant chef. So you have only one vacancy. So in a hotel there is mostly three restaurants. So you have three sous chefs, three vacancy. So when you go to upper level, you will stuck if you run too much on your junior level. Another my personal suggestion, you are interviewing many chefs, maybe their point will be different. I will suggest don't join crews. Don't join crews. Uh, the reason is you have to understand is market, and demand. Okay, why cruise is giving jobs to anybody and everybody? Why everybody is passing the interview? If Oberoi is coming to your hotel, only 1 or 2% getting job. If ITC is coming to your hotel, is only 3 to 4% getting job. But when you are applying for cruise, 20% go, 19 people get job. Why? Because there is no standard involved. Because they just need labor class. Because uh, because your experience will cruise will never get counted. Okay, so if you are in vegetable cutting section, next 9 months you will be vegetable cutting section. You don't know what is going around the world. If you are in grill section, you will be 8 months in grill section. They are looking for cheap labor, and cheap labor is available in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Nepal and Philippines. So they are getting for their benefit. But
सही बात
you
है
should
सर।
not fall. People immediately started counting money. I am getting 20,000, Cruise is giving 50,000, 60,000. But that is worthless. After 5 years, when you come back to industry, you have to join again the junior level because your experience will never get counted. So this is my personal suggestion. Don't join Cruise and spoil your career.
ट्रू सर, आई गेस जो फ्रेशर्स हैं उनको बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेज मिलेगी आपके इंटरव्यू को देख के और आपकी सारी बातें सुन के।
Guys, I hope this interview will give you some lights about the hotel industry, and it will help you to progress in life. And of course, this channel Cook and Chef, please subscribe, and you can see many more videos, and you can always see better things in this channel, and you can learn more.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द इंटरव्यू। इट वाज एन ऑनर टू टॉक टू यू।
Thank you,
थैंक
ma'am.